Good evening, it's your boy, Brian Ash, aka the Handsome Fister. I'm wearing my Pittsburgh hat today because I'm talking about LeVeon Bell holding out. I love it. It's one of the best things in sports right now. I know there's a lot of people talking about the Steelers are going to trade him. He created a rift with the team by not signing his tender to make $17 million a year. And people are like, oh, $17 million a year, that's great for, a running back who, has led the league in the last, 5 years or whatever. LeVeon Bell is a stud. He catches the ball out of the backfield. He runs in between the tackles. He makes people miss. He is like the first weapon that the Steelers have. Now, I get it. I understand, why he's not in camp. People are mad about it. I get it, man. You see these defensive tackles and these quarterbacks and all these other people getting $100 million contracts, $30, $40 million a year. And you have LeVeon Bell, arguably the best running back in the game right now, people wanting him to play with the franchise tag for the third year in a row for $17 million. Third year in a row under the franchise tag. That is unbelievably ignorant for the Steelers to do. I get it. You have people under big contracts, and you can, it's a rule where you can get what you want and all that fancy horse stuff. But you're talking about LeVeon Bell, the number one running back in the NFL when he's playing. Todd Gurley is a 1B. But you are trying to tell me that this man should risk his body to potentially miss out on a huge contract. Because if he were to play for the third year in a row under the franchise tag and he were to get hurt, right, then he doesn't get a big deal. The Steelers can get rid of him, and he loses out on everything. Now, I'm not a Michigan State fan either. I'm not a Steelers fan. But LeVeon Bell is doing the right thing here. Now, I think he'll end up signing his tender in week 10 so he can get that year under his belt to, go towards free agency. I think that'd be a good move. And then they'll either bench him and not play him, or, he'll, say he's hurt so he doesn't have to play. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Oh my God, he's making so much money. Who cares? Yeah, if he makes $17 million this year, blows his knee out, or something happens to his head, his neck, destroys his arm, anything, then he's done for future money. He won't make future money. Granted, he's made a lot of money over his career, and people are up in arms about this. I am so glad that I got this comment on a YouTube video I did a couple of days ago, because I wanted to do this video, and here we go. LeVeon Bell deserves better from the Steelers. He is arguably, the best offensive weapon on that team. You got AB, Antonio Bryant. He is a stud too. Absolute stud. One of the best wide receivers in the game. Ben Roethlisberger, still an elite quarterback. But look, they're struggling offensively because LeVeon Bell's not there. Yeah, granted, they beat the Buccaneers, and, they, tied against the Cleveland Browns. Come on. Think about it. Think about what you would do. If I told you or asked you, hey, come to work for $20 an hour or $150 an hour. But the contract's only good for a year. And then say something happens to you within that year, and I just fire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like that. Like, think about yourself. You know, like, people are so worried about what he's doing and not worrying about what they would do for themselves. Like, if I was in that same position, I would be doing the exact same thing. The Pittsburgh Steelers need to show LeVeon Bell some respect for being one of the best offensive players in the NFL right now. Or trade him. Trade him to a team that is willing to pay what it would take to keep a Le'Veon Bell happy. Because there is no question that he is one of the biggest threats in the NFL. And that's just it. That's the bottom line. Like, if you don't like that or can't get behind that because, you know, you think he's an overpaid baby, well, that's on you. Because there are way more overpaid babies in the NFL. They risk their bodies, their minds for our entertainment. We pay their salaries by buying tickets, paying for the NFL Network, ESPN. We pay for that. So we buy jerseys, we buy hats. I'll never buy a Steelers hat. Well, maybe the logo elements, the new era logo elements, because that hat is pretty dope. But, yeah, I mean, we buy merchandise. So we go to the games. We buy the food. We buy the $14 beers so these guys can get paid to entertain us. They should show that man some respect and pay him or trade him. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's all I got to say about it. Thank you for bringing that comment. If you want to hear more sports talk, more news, more anything, drop a comment, hit a like, hit a share, hit a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll bring you the content that you guys want me to bring. If you want hip-hop, I got it. Gaming, got it. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I will talk about whatever you want to talk about so we can have an active discussion in the comment section below. But respect Le'Veon Bell. Leave the man alone and let him get paid. That's it. That's all I got. It's Brian Dash, Pants of History. I'll talk to you later. Peace.